Today's horoscope from Academy, Aquarius, April 19, 2025. You could be managing tense influences in spots today, and interactions can stimulate resentments, but avoid letting these drive your behavior. You may feel claustrophobic or limited by circumstances or others, and your desire for freedom is stronger than usual. Restlessness, however, can motivate you to make improvements to your life, such as through pursuing a special interest. Fortunately, energies today also support practical affairs. Once you've found your niche, you're less vulnerable to distractions. You may want to do something special with a business, your talents, or your resources, and it's easier to devise strategies for long-term efforts. You can be very productive, and setting goals can be motivating. A critical period for the human collective is upon us all. This is because mighty Mars, the planet of drive and sex, is moving over the degrees of Leo. This ensures that everyone will feel a hunger for fun, dating, passion, and intimacy. Regardless of whether you are single or attached, you can crank up the heat in your love life to cosmic levels during this time. If mingling and ready to meet someone new, you'll also have a higher likelihood of connecting with a soulmate who uplifts you to your core. Harness this feisty, flirty vibe now. What are you getting yourself into? Do not blow by something in conversation, as Mercury in Aries conjuncts Neptune in Aries. Talking about your professional commitments and opportunities for new agreements can be exciting. However, do not let the excitement get in the way of establishing the boundaries and expectations for each professional arrangement. You do not want to enter something without knowing precisely what it may entail and how it could impact your work life. Make sure you get everything in writing, and you ask clarifying questions as you go. You love the frisky feeling exercise gives you, although you can also be terribly lazy. There is no judgment going on here, just try to be aware that you stand to gain a lot of joy and energy from doing just a little bit more exercise than you are currently doing. Don't do anything drastic, just increase what you do already. If you don't do anything, try walking rather than driving or take the stairs rather than the elevator. Take your time but increase your movement. You might start seriously considering breaking out on your own today. The vibration that is occurring can bring out entrepreneurial interest like no other. Whatever business you might be considering, be sure that it is something that you can stick with for the long term. If you are looking at an endeavor that will put you in the public eye on a regular basis, you might want to reconsider, as this isn't something you tend to enjoy. 2 days after the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment and especially commitment to your relationships left your communication sector, the moon is not only here but just as Mercury, the planet of communication, is spending his first full day back in your relationship sector. This is a complete turnaround from the weekend's full moon and the personal or relationship tension that its clash with the sun may have created. Now, 3 days before the sun is due to leave your relationship sector, the moon is not only in harmony but with everything needed to get and keep the communication lines open. What a difference a few days can make. Where the weekend's full moon saw the sun and moon clash as a full moon, today they are not only in harmony but any relationship challenges this may have used have now turned into opportunities. Not only are the sun and moon in harmony, but the moon has returned to your communication sector in time to support the sun's final days in your relationship sector. Having Mercury, the planet of communication, in his first full day back in your relationship sector helps as well. Aquarius, your vision stretches beyond the moment, let it. Your quote of the day: see the future, but stand in the now. Your color of the day is icy teal, cool and electric. Lucky numbers: 5, 13, 25. An idea or invention may begin to take shape, explore it. You thrive in originality, but today requires grounding, too. Don't forget to bring others along when you leap ahead. Collaboration may offer unexpected magic. Our eyes in the sky. Let's gently settle into the energy of April 19, 2025. If today has already been busy or overwhelming, take this as your cue to pause, breathe deeply, and allow a few messages from the universe to find you. Whether you've come here looking for guidance, encouragement, or just a quiet moment to connect with something deeper, know that this reading is meant for you. Yes, you and whatever you're holding in your heart today. The first card drawn for today is the Six of Swords, a powerful sign of transition and quiet healing. This card often speaks to the moments in life when we start to move away from something heavy, whether it's emotional baggage, old habits, or a situation that no longer aligns with who we're becoming. Sometimes that movement is literal, like a physical change of environment, and sometimes it's deeply internal. You may not be at your destination yet, but you're definitely on your way. Trust that leaving behind what no longer serves you is an act of courage. It's okay to grieve what you're letting go of, even if you know it's for the best. Healing rarely looks like a straight line. Be gentle with yourself in the process. The next card we have is the Page of Pentacles, and this brings such a refreshing energy of new beginnings, especially around learning, growth, or planting the seeds of something practical. You might be thinking about starting a new project, returning to something you once set aside, or even exploring a different way of handling your time, health, or finances. This card says you don't need to have all the answers yet. What matters is your willingness to learn and stay open. It reminds me of those times when we decide to pick up a new skill, like learning to cook something from scratch or trying our hand at journaling or gardening, not because we expect to master it overnight, but because it feeds something inside us. What's calling to you right now? What tiny step could you take today that your future self might thank you for? The third card is the Ten of Cups, and this is one of those cards that feels like a warm embrace from the universe. It speaks of emotional fulfillment, connection, and that sense of home, whether that's found in people, places, or moments. This could be a reminder to cherish what truly fills your cup. Have you had a meaningful conversation lately, or spent time with someone who just gets you? These small, sacred joys are more powerful than we sometimes give them credit for. If you're still searching for that kind of connection, this card brings a promise. It is on the horizon. You're not alone in your longing for peace, love, and harmony. Keep showing up as yourself, and the right people and experiences will find their way to you. Next, we're met with the Strength card, not the loud, forceful kind of strength, but the quiet, enduring kind. The kind that shows up when you keep going through the hard days. The kind that takes the form of compassion for yourself and for others. You might be in a situation right now that's requiring more patience than you thought you had, or maybe you're holding back from reacting in a way that used to feel automatic. That's growth. That's power. The Strength card often reminds us that true resilience isn't about powering through everything without feeling. It's about staying soft where it matters, and firm where it counts. You are stronger than you think, and more importantly, your strength is rooted in your heart, not your fear. Finally, we pull the Wheel of Fortune, a beautiful sign that things are shifting. The wheel reminds us that life is cyclical, nothing stays the same forever. If you felt stuck recently, this is a message that movement is happening, even if you can't see all the details just yet. It's that sense of the universe rearranging things behind the scenes, aligning opportunities, clearing paths. Trust in the timing of your life. Sometimes the unexpected moments bring exactly the kind of change we didn't know we needed. Think back to a time when something didn't go according to plan but ended up leading to something better. This card invites you to stay open to surprise, and to believe that even if it's not all in your control, it is unfolding in your favor. So, with the Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune, we're looking at a day of movement, gentle beginnings, emotional fulfillment, quiet power, and a universe that's working with you, not against you. If something in this reading spoke to you, even just a sentence, trust that it was meant to. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you in a season of change right now? What seeds are you planting? What kind of joy are you calling in for yourself? Let's create a space where we can support see each other, share our thoughts, and remind ourselves that we're never really navigating these moments alone. You're doing better than you think. Keep trusting the process, and keep showing up for yourself in the little ways they add up more than you know.